Hi peeps, welcome to this video where I talk about some of my favorite things. So I don't know if you're new to this channel or maybe you haven't noticed Ariel here, or even like important video here. She's even on the shirt I'm wearing in this video. And the shirt I'm wearing while I'm recording this video. Like, I asked Nerdist to make 200 variations of this outfit because I like this fish bitch lady so much. But why? Have I ever explained this origin story? I guess I will now. Ariel has always been my favorite princess. I think I came out of the womb liking her. I thought about it a lot for this video, and I think I can break it down with the usual way we break down character likability for this channel. Aesthetic, relatability, character arc, or characteristics. General character stuff. As far as Ariel's aesthetics, I have always loved her design. I love her green tail, her mismatching bra, and her little loopy hair thing on the top of her hair.
Oh, this is beautiful.
There are a few characters, or even pieces of art, I can look at and not get tired of. You can let me know yours in the comments, I guess. I also love ocean vibes. Ocean scents are my go-to for aromatherapy, I do. I need it to help with my trauma, TM. And I've also always loved swimming. Swimming is my favorite exercise, out of all the exercise. I think between her design and those extra things, she just fits well with me. Beach party. That's why I'm not really a fan of all this live-action nonsense. Again, not because of racism, but there are just general aesthetic changes I don't love. Are their bras, like, part of their skin, or what? You're not looking so good, huh, Flounder?
Oh my god! What's wrong with your face?
Art is subjective and adaptation changes aren't going to appeal for everyone, but yeah. Ariel is a fangirl. Sound familiar? Hey! Even when I was a small bean, I think there was something refreshing and comforting in an adult or merdelt to not be afraid of liking whatever she likes, even if outside society rejects it. I didn't know I would still be into Disney and cartoons at my age, but Ariel knew. I'm actually surprised, even though she is one of the most popular princesses, that she doesn't have a more mainstream nerd appeal. I mean, an ironic nerd appeal. Where's the cosplay as Ariel, collector of Star Wars figures, or My Little Pony toys?
But Daddy...
Is it true? Are you broken?
Daddy,
I even look like her a little bit. It's there. I promise.
How about Diana? Rachel?
As far as Ariel's character arc, some might think that Ariel isn't a popular choice these days in comparison to characters like Belle, their Frozen sisters, or even Moana.
What can I say except
your mom gay?
The argument generally is that Ariel is driven by a man. There's a song in the movie about lack of consent, and these characters go through real character arcs that aren't driven by men. And that's fair, I guess. I think why Moana, for example, has become so popular is because her character arc is driven by finding personal strength. A love interest isn't even mentioned unless you ship Moana and Maui. I guess, you do that, you. But here's the challenge. The biggest outlier, Belle, doesn't go through much character development. I mean, she does in the sense that she gives the Beast a chance when he stops being an asshole, but she starts out the movie as Belle, the fun-loving book girl who likes books. It's the Beast who goes through the majority of the development here. Hey Disney Plus, it would be nice if we got a short or something going through this backstory and seeing why Belle likes books in the first place. Hire me, Disney. I won't lie and say the Frozen sisters don't have good character arcs, but I think the over-commercialism of their brand really puts me off. You want Frozen anything? You want to shit in a Frozen toilet? Well, here you go. Not that I don't mind people who like Frozen, I think it's more of a generational thing than anything, and how taken you were with that twist thing near the end. Yes, I do wish Ariel and Eric had some more development in their love story. Well, at least he's not into her for her hot fish body. Ay.
A girl rescued me. She had the most beautiful voice. That voice, I can't get it out of my head. You can't speak? Oh, and you couldn't be who I thought.
But this is still a general aesthetic that he's initially attracted to. Yeah, it's nice that Ariel saves Eric, but most good Samaritans would save a prince if they could. Think about that reward money. Ka-ching! Again, though, this could be fixed with some expansion material, and the sequel didn't really touch on this, among its other many faults.
Ursula's crazy sister!
Why this movie? Why do you hurt me? I think there's another thing to consider, given that this is seen sometimes as negative, but Ariel is not only active in her story, but she is the main driving force of it. We get a whole bunch of stories these days where characters are thrust into making big decisions based on forces outside their control.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Some detractors might say it's for a man, but did you even watch the movie? She sings a whole goddamn song about loving the human world before she even meets Eric. Hell, there's a whole series about her loving the human world before she meets Eric. She might be infatuated with Eric, I'll give you that, the internet. But Eric is the tipping point after a lifetime of interest, and not the only factor. I feel like sometimes people forget that. Also, to the movie's credit, Ariel and Eric develop a real bond over the 3 days. And I know 3 days isn't enough to fall in love these days, but Eric is still taken aback by what mute Ariel is like, that he's about to give up on finding his singing dream girl he thought he found.
If I may say, far better than any dream girl is one of flesh and blood. One warm and caring and right before your eyes.
I like Eric, I just wish he had more personality. Insert Prince generic joke here.
What about Prince Eric, the seafaring flautist?
He fucked a fish.
He did not fuck a fish!
He wanted to fuck a fish.
Now let's talk about the gay shit.
Rainbow, bitches.
Ariel herself isn't gay, but her original story is inspired by author Hans Christian Andersen's bisexuality and is crushed on a man that he could never be with, because it's the 1800s and God wants you to suffer. Just don't Google his notebook. I'm begging you, don't Google it. Don't Google it. Ariel wants something she can't have, i.e. a human experience. She probably has the most clear subtext before Elsa, with not feeling at home and feeling different. This analogy can go farther as a transgender subtext, going through a big change in order to feel comfortable in her own skin. She's like the OG LGBTQ2+ princess, woo! Though Ariel probably isn't the best character for trans representation, throughout the series she seems to really like being a mermaid and like exploring, and she just has a fascination with the human world, so, but, you know, general strokes kind of thing. Plus, all that mermaid marketing doesn't really make sense if she doesn't like being a mermaid. And for those who don't know, Ursula's look is inspired by drag queen Divine, and was going to even be played by Divine, but she unfortunately passed before the voice recording could begin. Also, another fun fact, Ariel is Hebrew for Lion of God, and Rachel is Hebrew for sheep. So the Lion of God consumed the sheep. It's destiny! There's a lot I like about this movie and Ariel in particular. I'm sure nostalgia plays like 80% of, but it's interesting from my perspective that this hasn't really budged at all that much as I grew up. Sure, there are brands that we all grow out of after a certain point because we realize how much they were money grubbing, garbage, trash, garbage. But with all the weird meta criticism related to Disney and Ariel in particular, my feelings haven't really changed too much. Gotta change my name to I Love Ariel a lot. Gotta change my name to I Love Ariel a lot. And that's all, folks, except it's not time for the ending gag.
And you find a female merman who is working at a kiosk, selling cell phone covers and personalized keychains. Your handbrush is one of her tentacles and she just melts inside. Tentacles? Shut up.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please remember to leave a comment and share this video with a friend or 2 or 5. Click here to subscribe, we really appreciate it. Click here to check out the main collaborator for the video. Click here to check out our video playlist for this video, where you'll find similar videos that you might just like, hopefully. There's also a credit scroll here to check out all the other awesome contributors. All their info is in the description. That's all I gotta say, KP away!